in the Ford Everest, and we're gonna go do some minor off-roading, because that is all the off-roading most of these cars get to see. Minor.
Morning. This is the new Ford Everest. I just want to give you a quick walk around. So it's the 2.2 litre turbo diesel. I'm not so sure about the name of the color. Sort of a beigey, the desert beige of sorts. So come round, won't you, to the boot. So what do we got here? Got a nice big boot. Ah, no, this is so small. Fear not. That drops down. Move out of the way, that drops down. And if you want to back up, it's easy as boom, done. Anyway, it's got to go back down. Just got to put these bags in. I mean, you could fit so much more than just some bags in here. You could easily fit a few bodies in here. And look at this, very nice little handle here, so that you can just close it like this. Come round, let me show you in the car. So in here, there's a whole lot going on. For your sunglasses, just in case. Don't put the kid the wrong way in the seat. You wouldn't want that to happen. Not that I have any children yet. Another one, another warning. So we've got two 12-volt chargers here, just doing some GoPro charging. As you can see, very handy. Nice like a cubby hole. Forget about the tickets. We've got this big thing in here, which I use to store my chewing gum and such things of that nature. And I must say, there's some very comfy seats. So come, let's hit the road. Yep, that's the window.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Oh, sweet. So I've had the Ford Everest for about a week, and I've enjoyed it a lot. I've enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I've driven the Toyota Fortuner, and I find this a better car, just in general, than the Fortuner. The Fortuner obviously has got that Toyota name behind it, and Toyota in South Africa, we've got massive brand loyalty. The Fortuner feels like a Hilux with a full body on it, whereas this feels a little bit more like an SUV and not just a bakkie with a back attached to it properly. This is the 2.2 litre turbo diesel, and I've got 7.9 litres per 100 Ks, and I've been driving pretty much exclusively in town. And it's very quiet and very composed, but it's a big car, a lot of car around you, but it's easy to see out of. Got these nice massive wing mirrors so you can see anything coming from your left or your right. There's almost no such thing as a blind spot with this thing. And also, you're in everybody's rear view mirrors, so they move out of the way. We have a lot of loyalty towards the Toyota brand in South Africa, it seems. So the Fortuner is always like is always the number one choice, but I think that may largely be due to pure loyalty and not necessarily to the quality. The Ford Everest has impressed me a lot more with its just what it's like to drive and what it's like to be in. Very comfortable, very quiet. The infotainment system can be a little finicky at times, which is not ideal. Although it does still work with these gloves on. Sometimes the Bluetooth takes a little while to connect, though that may just be my phone. And I know we're not in a Tesla. And just please look over here. This residue, this is what happens when people use flyers to market in the rain. And you turn the windscreen wipers on, and it just pushes paper all over your windscreen. It's an absolute nightmare. So what are the positives in this car? Really good fuel economy. Surprisingly nice to drive. Is anything that's been really terrible in this car? Nothing at all. The space is good. And overall, the looks of the car, I would probably describe as American light. It's not quite a Hummer, but it's not quite a Kia either. It's definitely noticeably an American car, the Ford, but it's not full-on Arnold Schwarzenegger America. Weird that Arnold Schwarzenegger is what I think of when I think of America.